Hey guys, William here with Patriot Containers. I've been making a lot of videos lately about the cargo container industry, something that I should have done 5 years ago during COVID. And I've owned my own business for 10 years. I used to work for horrible companies 12 years ago. I kind of started my business because I wanted to give people the truth, a real service, showing up on the right day, and doing with what's best for customers that are looking for a cargo container. In the 10 years that I've been doing this, still to this day, I don't have a single complaint from an actual buyer that bought something from me. And I don't even have customers that call me back from 10 years ago complaining about, oh, my container leaks or anything. It doesn't happen because I sell good products, used and new, and I show up on the right day, and everything that comes out of my mouth is the truth. Um, Earlier today, I made a video called "Buying Too Fast, Bad or Good," and it sparked something. Sometimes these ideas pop into my head about things to talk about the cargo container industry. All these videos I'm making, I shouldn't have to make them. You should be able to call a company and order the product that you want without a sales pitch, without overselling it, without lies. It's without false warranties, false restocking, all these restocking fees and cancellation fees and contracts and everything. It shouldn't be like this. It's really gotten out of hand after COVID. I started making these videos 2 months ago, and I wish I made them 5 years ago. They would have had some traction by now, and they will in the future. So when I was making that video earlier today, I was thinking, is it good to place your order on the first phone call? It's great. It feels great for the salesperson, but you as a customer, I don't think that's smart. I think you should call 10 companies, shop around, educate yourself, hear the different sales pitches, and try to buy from the person that is the most genuine and seems like they're actually trying to help you. And then again, they could be the best salesperson in the world and totally screw you over. So it's really difficult and unfortunate. That's why this video is about researching the company. Like, do all your homework, call a bunch of people, be smart about it, and don't fall for the blind stuff that they use to blind you in the beginning so you can't see anything other than magic, 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 but everything else is crap after you give them an order. That's why I'm making these videos. So when it comes to researching these companies, the three main things are Yelp, Google, and Better Business Bureau. The companies that have the most complaints, they also have the most reviews on Google and Better Business Bureau. And in my opinion, after studying these companies for so many years, I truly believe they purchase fake 5-star reviews to cover up all their bad reviews. And I'll tell you why. They can get a horrible review, one or two or three, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 all these 5-star ratings just come out of nowhere. It's almost a pattern I've been watching for years. But the biggest red flag that I see is Google and BBB does not take down fake reviews. They just don't. They don't look into it. They say they do, but they don't. And there's companies you can pay to write fake 5-star reviews. I've been emailed in 10 years, I think maybe 3 times in 10 years, of companies that reach out and say, hey, we write fake 5-star reviews. And I would be ashamed of myself if I did that. I've been in business for 10 years, and as of this date now, I have 101 reviews, and only 2 of them on Google are bad. That's it. And those 2 people never bought a container from me. They were just mean to me, and I was mean back, and they found out Patriot Containers, and either that or they were a competitor. I don't know. So but Yelp, when you go to these companies' Yelp accounts, Yelp, for some reason, takes down all their fake 5-star reviews. I don't know. I think they know with where the IP address is coming in from, and then they see that it's not a genuine, real, positive review, so they take it down. So most of these companies, that they'll never tell you to go to their Yelp because they have a 1-star rating or maybe like a 2-star. Maybe they have like 15 horrible reviews, but only 2 positive reviews. They don't want you to see that. It looks really bad. So research these companies. When you go to Yelp, obviously you're going to see all their true score is what I think it is what I think Google and Better Business Bureau should be too. But before you purchase your container, my advice is don't look at the good that they're showing you in front of your face to make a sale. Look at the bad. And then it's up to you whether you want to buy from them. But when you go to BBB, click on complaints, read the responses. The customer can make a complaint, the company can respond, and then the customer can also respond to that. 90% of the time, the customer is going to say, I reject this response from this business because they're not handling the situation. It's not fixed. They didn't do anything other than just responding. I've contacted the Better Business Bureau, and I asked them, I said, how come you guys are giving this company with like so many complaints that are unresolved an A rating? I don't understand. Like, just read the horror stories of what these companies do. Their response was, well, obviously they pay a monthly payment. Their information on the Better Business Bureau has got to match the information that's on their website or their social media or whatever. It's got to all match. If they're lying about anything, they won't be accredited. But most, when it comes to the complaints, all they have to do is respond. And it doesn't even have to be a valid response that the customer is happy with. It's actually, some of their responses are very insulting, where they blame their customers with zero accountability. I find that to be horrible. If I make a mistake and it's truly my mistake, I will own up to it and say, hey, you know what? This is my mistake, and I'm not charging you for it, or I'm going to fix the situation. That's how a real company handles it. They treat their customers like customers, not like commissions and profits. And then once they get their business, they're not accountable. So always do your research on these companies. Go to their Yelp. You're going to see their 1-star reviews. Go to their Google, but you must click on lowest rating. Not the newest, not the highest. Click on their lowest ratings, and give it like 10 minutes, but read what has happened to these customers that they sold to, and they didn't pay for those ones, they earned them. And it should tell you everything that you need to know about these companies that I'm making videos about, and I'm kind of I guess I'm exposing the cargo container industry. I just got sick and tired of what these companies are doing to you guys, and I stand completely against it. That's why I'm making these videos. Do your research, people. Look at the complaints of what these companies are doing to their past customers and with what they continue to do to their customers. They make people sign contracts, or it's in the terms and conditions on their website that says they have a restocking fee for anything that leaves the depot. If it leaves the depot and you don't want it, they're going to charge you money. If you cancel your order and after 5 minutes, you placed an order, and if 6 minutes later you cancel, they're charging you a cancellation fee. They have to protect themselves from themselves, but not protect you guys as buyers. It shouldn't be that way. It's horrible. They don't believe in with what they're saying. Their salespeople are saying over the phone, so they have to have all these regulations and terms and conditions to not be accountable. Is what it really is. So do your research. Go to Yelp. Go to Google. Look at their horrible stories that they've done to their customers. BBB as well, and then read that most of their problems that they've delivered to these people, the customers are never accepting what the company is saying, and it's a slap in the face. It shouldn't be like this. I shouldn't have to make these videos, but people need to know. I honestly think people buying a container probably don't even want to know this information. They just want to buy a container and call it a day. Well, it should be that way. It's just not. 90% of companies that sell containers aren't doing with what's best for their customers. They're doing what's best for themselves. I stand against that. I do not run my business like that. And I've sold anywhere from 10 to 20,000 containers. I'm not going to count in 10 years, and not a single complaint from a buyer that I actually delivered a container to. Nothing. Not one. Do your research. Research me. Research other companies. Call them. Listen to them. Make them listen as well. So anyways, I hope this information is helping you guys. I don't have a lot of love for selling containers anymore because of what the truth is here and the lies are here. And I think people want to hear lies more than the truth now. And it's kind of stolen the love from me. It doesn't mean that I don't love my customers or my repeat business or my referrals, or I know I provide a good service that none of these companies can even come close to because they're idiots and they don't care. And that's fine. They care about money, but they have no pride. So anyways, that's it, guys. Have a great one. May 30th. Have a good night. Bye.